The Songs of Sabbath Sacrifice. The song for the first Sabbath, focusing on the heavenly priesthood and the praise of its angelic princes. Apparently the songs were actually chanted in worship. A text belonging to the instructor. The song accompanying the sacrifice on the first Sabbath, sung on the 4th of the first month. Praise the God of, you godlike beings of utter holiness, rejoice in his divine kingdom, for he has established utter holiness among the eternally holy, that they might become for him priests of the inner sanctum in his royal temple, ministers of the presence in his glorious innermost chamber, in the congregation of all the wise godlike beings, and in the councils of all the divine spirits. He has engraved his precepts to govern all spiritual works, and his glorious laws for all the wise divine beings, that sage congregation honored by God, those who draw near to knowledge, eternal, and from the font of holiness to the temple of utter holiness. Priests who draw near, ministers of the presence of the utterly holy King, his glory. Precept by precept they shall grow strong, to be 7 eternal councils. For he established them for himself to be the most holy of those who minister in the Holy of Holies. They shall become mighty thereby in accordance with the council. The Holy of Holies, priests of, these are the princes of, who take their stand in the temples of the King, in their realm or within their inheritance. They tolerate none who transgress the true way, nor is there any unclean in their holy ranks. The precepts governing the holy ones has he inscribed for them, that all the eternally holy might thereby be sanctified. He has purified the pure who belong to the light, that they may recompense all those who transgress the true way, and make atonement for those who repent of sin, obtaining for them his good pleasure. He has given tongues of knowledge to the priests who draw near, so that from their mouths issue the teachings governing all the holy ones, together with the precepts concerning his glory. His loving kindness for eternal forgiveness is rooted in compassion, but in the vengeance of his zeal. He established for himself priests who draw near, the utterly holy ones, divine godlike beings, priests of the highest heaven who draw near. Your lofty kingdom, exalted, the glory of your kingdom, in the gates of the highest heaven, the Spirit of all, the holy ones of utter holiness, the King of the divine beings who inhabit the 7 holy temples, the glory of the King. His glory in the council of the godlike beings, for the 7 paths, for the precepts governing stillness in the, for eternity, they shall exalt his glory, the King of the princes of holy ones of godlike beings and righteousness, the priesthood of the loving kindness of God, to sanctify themselves in a portion of the song for the second Sabbath, containing a description of the elite priestly angels and deprecating human worship in comparison with that of the angels. Wonderfully to praise your glory among the wise divine beings, extolling your kingdom among the utterly holy. They are honored in all the camps of the godlike beings and feared by those who direct human affairs, wondrous beyond other divine beings and humans alike. They tell of his royal splendor as they truly know it, and exalt his glory in all the heavens of his rule. They sing wonderful psalms according to their insight throughout the highest heaven, and declare the surpassing glory of the King of the godlike beings in the stations of their habitation. How shall we be reckoned among them, as what our priesthood in their habitations? How shall our holiness compare with their utter holiness? What is the praise of our mortal tongue alongside their divine knowledge? Song for the third Sabbath, nothing known because no fragments are extant.
Although none of the Sabbath songs is preserved in its entirety, it is possible to say a number of things about the form and content of the individual songs and about the work as a whole. Songs of the Sabbath Sacrifice, Critical Edition, Carol Newsom, 1985.
The songs contain angelic praises of God assigned to the first 13 Sabbaths, i.e. the first quarter of the solar year. They imply the simultaneity of the heavenly and earthly worship. Although often obscure, the poems depict the celestial sanctuary, the throne chariot, the various groups participating in the angelic liturgy. They also include the words of the benedictions sung by the 7 archangels. The Dead Sea Scrolls in English, G. Vermees, 1995.